154, that could also be a problem.
You mentioned 154. Do you think this is your last fight at 154?
Podría ser, para ser verdad, tengo que hablarlo con mi promotor y vamos a decidir qué es lo que va a suceder.
You know, it could be. We truthfully have to talk about this with my promoter, and we'll see what happens.
Jay Beasy. Peace out to the MBBC. Keep it 100. Jay Beasy back at it. Did Dennis Hogan get robbed Saturday night? Now, robbery is a strong word. It was a close fight. I slightly gave him the Munguia. I was leaning towards the draw. But for one thing we got out this fight is Munguia's not ready for the big time yet. Everybody's been pushing him for Canelo. You know what? I don't even think he's ready for the charlos. And charlos, those are Mr. Tune-ups. They do tune-ups all the time. But his defense is just terrible. He's open for multiple shots. I mean, Dennis Hogan, if he had any pop in his punch, Munguia would have been in trouble. His defense, like I said, his defense is terrible. I don't know if he needs a new trainer. Maybe work with Robert Garcia. He can't get Eddie Reynoso because he's working for Canelo, and he wants to fight Canelo, so that's a conflict of interest. So he's not going to get him. But he got it lucky on this one. He's definitely need to go back to the drawing board. I wonder, is he straining to make 154? He's 22 years old, so I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. He's still young and he's still learning. I have to agree with IBFP when he says maybe a draw would have had him thinking a little bit. But what's missing for me with Jaime Munguia is a jab and defense. This kid is 6 feet and he's fighting in the super welterweight division. He's a big super welterweight. If this kid just develops a jab, and and people think this is like boxing's like rocket scientists or something like that. You're the taller guy, you establish your jab, it offsets everything the other guy wants to do. Period. If Jaime Munguia had a jab, put his hands up, this kid would be hard to beat. He would be a generational fighter, no doubt. He's still young, and he probably, he's beating everybody, so he doesn't feel that he has to do all that. But to fight the elite fighters, a small opening that could end the night for you. I don't care how big you are. You don't want to take big punches all night. So I'm not gonna be too hard on the kid. He's 22 years old. He's one of my favorite young fighters coming up. But he definitely got to brush up on a defense. I would tie his right hand behind his back and make him throw 500 jabs a day. Is it an insult for me to say Munguia's not ready for the charlos? I don't think so. Because Jamal Charlo can punch. And we all know Munguia got deficiencies on defense. Canelo could punch, body and head. And like I said before, you give those guys a little opening and it's a wrap. You are done. So I need Munguia a year or two to work on his defense. Robert Alazar is a fine trainer. But maybe he could bring Robert Garcia as a consultant, or another pair of eyes in training camp doesn't hurt, or another pair of eyes in training. Just get him in the gym and look at him. Just look at him and see what he sees and see what he can help him with. That's all I'm saying. There's no reason to fire Robert Alazar or go to a different trainer, but use Robert Garcia as a consultant. Help you out. Canelo's career kind of started off like this. He wasn't a very good defensive fighter, wasn't a good boxer. And look at him now. He's one of the elite boxers in the world. So there's hope for Jaime Munguia. And they go through their growing pains. And he's 6 years, like I said, he's 6 years from his prime. So he's still learning. And another thing I would bring in is a nutritionist, because he just barely made weight at 154 and a button. Means, you know, maybe he needs someone to help him manage his weight, help him manage his weight and stuff. So that's another thing I would do. So those are the 4 things I would work on: his jab, defense, a nutritionist, definitely, and maybe look at Robert Garcia as a consultant. Leave your comments below. This is Jay Beasy. Please subscribe. I'm out.